Welcome back guys to a brand new video on the channel. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the Ark Digest 55 because there was lots of information that I didn't actually bring to you guys, talking about loads of different new features and stuff about Titans that we didn't know. Right now, there is one Titan we don't know about, and I really want to find out that information, and hopefully we'll be finding out about that very soon, as Wildcard are currently at TwitchCon, and at TwitchCon they're going to be playing the Extinction DLC, but unfortunately they did tell us on Twitter that they won't be live streaming or recording any of it, and the only way you guys can see content on it is if you're at TwitchCon, and unfortunately I am not, so I can't record any of it, but let's see if there's anyone that does get any new information for us. That would be absolutely amazing. Now, as always, if you guys wouldn't mind smashing a like on today's video, it would really mean a lot to me. The support on the channel has been amazing recently. For the November update video, I asked for 1,000 likes because obviously it's a great day for us. November the 6th is like the close of the Ark story, and you guys have nearly smashed over 2,000 likes. So just thank you guys so much for that, and also make sure to be subscribed if you are not subscribed already. But anyway, let's get straight into this because there's some there's some very interesting information. So if you guys don't know what an Ark Digest is, it's basically, I've explained it in a few other videos, but if you haven't seen it, it's like a Q&A with Wildcard. We can ask them questions, and I'll show you guys how you can do that for the next Ark Digest, and Wildcard pick out the best questions to answer. Right now, they're all Extinction related, so I think the most important and most interesting ones are going to be after Extinction does come out, because then we'll find out about more into the future of Ark, if you guys know what I mean, what's coming next, because right now, we're all very confused about that. So anyway, let's get straight in with things because there's so much that I missed out the last time. In my last video, I covered it a little bit, but there's so much information that I missed out that I'm going to talk to you guys about. So this survivor asked Wildcard, will Extinction have an ocean, or at least a large body of water for some bigger aquatic creatures? And then another survivor also asked, all Extinction related pictures you've published were mostly on land. Is Extinction going to be a map like Scorched Earth with no sea, or is it a map with water creatures? So this got everyone a little bit upset. Now, I personally myself am a little bit upset as well, and I have actually talked about this in another video, and a lot of you guys seem to be a little bit frustrated about it as well. So let me know let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. And Wildcard did respond to that. Extinction does not have a large body of water. As you can imagine, the surface of the Earth has undergone some dramatic changes, one of which is the water has dried up. That said, we did build the Extinction creatures with water in mind, and there should be a few surprises that you guys were waiting for you guys if you want to bring them to other maps. Now, I don't know what they mean by that, but really what I can get from it is that they've built the Extinction creatures in a way, well, the new ones, that they will work in water, and there might be some surprises of how they work in water, but there's not really going to be any ocean or something in the DLC, which I just think if there was, that would be the most perfect DLC. I'm not saying it's not going to be a great DLC, but people love the underwater aspect of Ark. I know you can just go onto, the island and try them out and stuff, and that's exactly what all of us are going to do in Ragnarok, but the ocean is huge in Ark, and it's a little bit frustrating, but still, I am still very, very hyped coming up for the DLC. So, the next thing is, if you guys have seen my video about 5 days ago, I talked about a feature that's actually coming to the game, and it was Cryopods. Now, we've actually found some very interesting information about them, and this guy asked, is the dev team currently working on a long-term solution to improve the quality of life / tame cap issues on PvE? If so, could the team provide us with some details? So if you don't know what this means, it's like there's always I'm sure you would, because you probably, if you're watching this video, you've probably played a lot of Ark. There's obviously a cap on the amount of tames that you can have, but cryopods are actually going to work in a way of making this better and making you be able to have more tames. Now, if you don't know what cryopods are, check out that video I did 5 days ago. You guys will be able to learn about cryopods. But Wildcard responded saying, "We think that the cryopods coming in Extinction should help with this problem directly. When a creature has been captured into a cryopod, it does not count against the tame cap of the server. In addition, cryopods can be kept forever in a cryo fridge with power, arming players with a powerful tool to work around the limitations of the cap." So I'll give you a very, very short explanation about what cryopods are. Obviously, as I said, if you want to learn you can watch that video. But what they are is you can put tames into this cryopod and you can freeze them into a cube. You would have probably heard about it in a different video. And with this, you can actually use and keep your dinos that you've frozen down in a cryo fridge, which is a new actual feature and item coming to the game. And with that, you then will, it won't count to the amount of dinos you've got tamed. So really now, you can tame as many dinos as you want. You just can't have them roaming around your base. Which in a way is a good thing, because if someone comes and raids you, they won't kill your dinos, but then they can still steal the dinos from the cryo fridge. Because if you didn't know, whoever holds the contents of the cube, of the cryo cube, or the frozen down tame will own that dino. It's nothing about, there's nothing to do with you have a certain claim over it. Whoever has the cube and opens up the cube will then own that dino. So be careful when using this, because Extinction is not long away, and I'm really looking forward to bringing you guys some great content on how these cryopods work. So the next thing is, again, another new feature coming, which we didn't know about, which is fantastic. And so this guy asks, as you mentioned in the previous Ark Digest, Titans are going to be temporary tames. Will Titans have more uses for PvE players who aren't looking to go to war, or are they solely for PvP like Titanosaurs? Now, this is very, very interesting, and our hope is that Titans will bring a new type of PvE encounter to the game with an in-world boss, with in-world boss fights and interesting new mechanics that are interesting in themselves. Once tamed, Titans are very powerful. They can clear space and take down lots of dinos quickly, making them good for an area cleanup or meat runs. In addition, we've worked, they've worked to make each of them fun to ride. I enjoy exploring the various maps on them for that reason. So the new feature in that sense of things, which we had no idea about, is that Titans are rideable. Those huge Titans come into the game, that massive, massive, huge flying creature you guys have seen in my videos before, you can ride that. That massive Frost Titan you've seen in the trailer, you can ride that. And that Forest Titan, the big tree creature, you can ride that as well. I'm going to create my own little Lord of the Rings scenario by taming myself a huge, massive tree giant Titan. It's going to be awesome. So out of all of it, you can ride. Now, the most exciting one for me there is, I just cannot wait to ride the Titan. The reasons behind that is whoever has the big flying Titan is going to have some crazy, crazy base on it for official. But the way that is going to be bad is that on official, you won't be able to keep it as a proper tame forever. It's only temporary, so you don't want to be having too much work on it. But for while you've got it tamed, you want to take advantage of the skies on that Titan. The other thing is they are permanent tames. If you didn't know, they are permanent tames on dedicated or single player and stuff. So if you tame yourself up a Titan, you'll have it forever. But to be able to get another Titan, you will have to sacrifice one of your other ones to be able to get a second one. But I'm going to be experimenting in videos and stuff, as you guys know, to see if I can find a way of getting all 3 Titans. So watch out for a video coming your way very soon. Now, the next thing, this stuff, in my opinion, isn't as important. It's still interesting information, don't get me wrong, but I was just wanting to talk about those new features there. So in a previous teaser, we saw some defense units roaming the land, and this time without their supreme leader, summoning which was the Overseer. Could this be time where we're finally able to get our chance to befriend the little defense units and stuff? But Wildcard said the defense units found within Extinction are part of the automated force that served and defended the city before it fell down, obviously into destruction and stuff, and that's what Extinction is meant to be for. That's why the name of the DLC is Extinction. These days, they're likely to roll around and punch dodos. They aren't craftable, and they are like other robots found within the city, such as the Scout or the Enforcer. But they are brought, but we felt like it was a missing piece. The ecosystem there, couldn't even speak, namingly punching dodos. So these defense units, doesn't look like they're going to attack you. They might do. I can't say anything yet. A lot of things in Ark attack you, but it looks like they're just going to be going around rolling and hitting dodos and stuff, which isn't nice. So I've got to protect the dodos. Maybe I am going to become some sort of protector of the dodo and fight against defense units. But yeah, that's interesting. And finally, the last very interesting question from this digest. The thing is, a lot of people said they thought this digest was, again, another bad one because there wasn't that many questions. But the amount we found out just from reading through and going through this properly is absolutely unbelievable. So since we've already had a glimpse of some wyvern action on the land below, can we then confirm that Extinction will have more creatures from previous expansions living on Earth's crust? And if so, will they be living under similar conditions as they were on the other Arks? So Wildcard did respond, there are a number of creatures that make their return in Extinction, and they exist in biomes and environments that you would expect to find them in. In addition, a number of existing creatures that are being corrupted by element, and they will roam the wasteland. These creatures will not behave as they would traditionally, instead destroying anything that gets in the way of their hunt for additional element to consume. So it kind of sounds like these dinos get an element infused, and they use this element as something to make them more powerful, and they want more and more and more of it. It reminds me of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 when the electric guy wanted more electric. It's going to be similar to that. And I'm really looking forward to seeing more about this. But what I'm actually going to do as an extra part to this video, I wasn't going to do it, but thinking about it now while I'm recording, I'm going to show you guys what we know so far as the confirmed dinos that will be joining us on Extinction from the other expansions. And it shows their corrupted versions, what we know about. Because there's going to be normal wild ones that you see normally to tame, but then there's going to be the corrupted ones, which will attack the wild ones and will attack you, which are the corrupted ones, basically. So that is going to be interesting. The one thing as well I wanted to let you guys know, if you've got a question that is a legitimate, really awesome, not silly question, you can actually send your question to Wildcard at with the subject of the email Ark Q&A to their email address arkfans@studiowildcard.com, and then if you're lucky, you will get your question answered next month. Well, it's now going to be 3 weeks away because the next community crunch is coming up. So if you do want your question answered, make sure to do that. If it is something like what is Atlas, or something that Wildcard just won't want to tell us, then you probably won't get answered. But if you sometimes want to go for it and ask a bit of an interesting question, and it might potentially get answered, then make sure to do that. I've tried it a few times, and it's never really worked that much, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that is going to be the whole video. Obviously, as I said, I'm just going to be adding in at the end from what we know with the confirmed dinos coming over to Extinction, so don't worry about that. You will see that any second now, but I'll catch you guys in the next part. So on your screen right now, you will see all of the confirmed dinos that will be joining us on Extinction. Now, there may be some more that, will be announced later on, or we'll just find out when we do play the DLC on November the 6th, but I just wanted to go through some of them that you will see. So before we get into them, there's the unique ones, some new ones that have been announced. So we've got the Cave Beast. You guys would have seen this in my video already about these new creatures coming, but I thought I'd cover it anyway. Cave Beast, Enforcer, the Gacha, which is the giant sloth, the Gas Bag, the Owl, the Scout, and the Worm. We're probably going to end up finding out a reveal on the Worm very soon, so I'm really excited for like one of those gameplay trailers. We know there's an Air Titan, Forest Titan, and Frost Titan. We're missing the fourth one, as I said at the start of the video, so hopefully we'll find out more about that. And right now, we know other spawns. We've got an attack drone joining us. The Bronto will be joining us. The Carno and the Alpha Carno will be joining us. The Beavers will be joining us. This, you guys can see on the screen that I can never say the name of this. I used to call these the giant sloths for some reason, even though they're not that similar. But you guys will know, and there's a corrupted version of that. I could just never say the name of it. It's just like, that's been the one for years of Ark. Well, when it first got added in, that I could never ever say. Defense units. Dimorpha, did I see it? Yep, Dimorphodon, I always get them mixed up. The Dire Bear, the Gallimimus, or the Galley, the Giga's going to be joining us, the Lystrosaurus, Mammoth, the Parasaur, and the corrupted version as well, the Parasaur and the Tech Parasaur. If you guys didn't know, something I got wrong in a video about a month ago is that these tech dinos are actually still going to be on the Arks, and a big shout out to someone in the comments that let me know that. The Pteranodon and the corrupted Pteranodon, the Quetzal and the Tech Quetzal. I really am that is going to be one of the tames I'm really going to want to get on Extinction, is to get myself a Tech Quetzal, because that is going to be one of your best things you're going to want in the game, other than the Air Titan. The Rex, the Tech Rex, the corrupted Rex, and the Alpha Rex, and the Raptor has all of those different things as well. The Tech Raptor, the Alpha Raptor, and the corrupted Raptor. So there's loads there. The Saber-toothed Salmon, Sarco, Spinosaur, or Spinosaurus, and the corrupted version of it. That is what I'm not looking to come up against, especially the Rex, the corrupted Rex as well. The Stego and the Tech Stego and the corrupted Stego. Again, another one I don't want to be coming up against. The Tapejara, Therizino, and the corrupted version, the Trike, and the corrupted Trike, and then there's the Wyvern and the Alpha Fire Wyvern. I don't know what types of Wyverns are going to be joining us. I'm sure they'll be all different types as normal. Just a little bit of information I saw on here I wanted to say. All items from the base game and some items from Aberration are available on the Extinction DLC. We can't actually see right now because that hasn't been added on and we don't know, but you know, we at least know that a lot of the items are going to be joining us. So a very awesome amount of dinos. Let me know in the comment section down below which ones that aren't on there that you're quite sad about so far. Obviously don't take this as 100% confirmed. These are all of them coming, because sometimes things are changed and not all the information has been revealed to us yet, so don't worry, but let me know what's not on the list that you're a little bit upset about. But anyway, thank you for watching today's video. As always, if you do enjoy, smash the like on today's video. It means so much to me. So the support, like when I saw that like close to 2,000 like video, that was just amazing. Make sure to be subscribed as well. Have those notifications on, because right now checking, it is the 26th of October. It is only like, Extinction is so close. I just can't even, like, it's under 2 weeks now, isn't it? It's just crazy. So thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. See you guys later.